Smokin' Tobacco's coverage of the 2023 PCA Trade Show and Convention is brought to you by Drew Estate, the rebirth of cigars.
Hey everyone, Mitchell Santega here from SmokinTobacco.com. We are at the PCA 2023 Trade Show Convention, brought to you by Drew Estate, the rebirth of cigars. Today we are at the Casa 1910 booth, and joining me is Manolo. How are you doing today, Manolo?
All good, guys. Thank you.
Awesome. And how's your trade show been so far?
Well, it's very great. It's a huge PCA, actually. This is our third time in PCA, but every time it's more bigger, and we all have a lot of PCA. Very great.
Yeah, I saw you guys. You had a mariachi band, I think, today, and you had some music going on. It seems like such a fun booth. Do you guys do that every year?
Yes, we are Mexican, so we have cigars, of course, from Mexico. We have tequila from Mexico, and we have the mariachi band from Mexico. So we need to share all Mexico with the entire world and all cigar aficionados too.
Yeah, awesome. It's so cool just to have that whole cultural vibe and just encompassing here at the PCA. And I know you guys are releasing a few new things. What are those about?
Yes, actually, in our first PCA, we present the brand with just one cigar, and right now in our third PCA, we have 8 different cigars between 3 different lines. Our first line, it's a revolutionary edition, cigars made in Mexico, Veracruz, with all Mexican tobacco. The Carrier edition, the second line, it's a green labeling cigars, 3 different cigars made in Nicaragua with Nicaraguan tobaccos and Mexican tobaccos. And the third, a new line, it's the Soldadera edition, made in Dominican Republic with Dominican tobaccos and Mexican tobaccos. Soldadera edition pay proper tribute for the female warriors for the Mexican Revolution, because the women in the Mexican Revolution took part not just in the nursery, not just in the kitchen, actually in the proper and active wars. So we have 3 different tributes for very special women, like San Petrina. San Petrina, she was an explosive expert for the Pancho Villa's army. And I have other one, she called it Teniente Angela. She was a spy from the Emiliano Zapata's army. So it's a very different blend. The people who knows Casa 1910, we make just one blend and one vitola in one shape. Because for my palate, because I'm a blender, and then when I make a cigar, I look in the best expression for the blend in the best shape. It's because we have just 8 cigars between 3 different lines. And right now, we're presenting other new thing. It's a very special box, 50 cigars from Cuchillo Parado, or first cigar, but it's very special because it's a Reserva 2020, Reserve 2020. Because when we make the first batch of Cuchillo Parado, I separate a few bundles for that cigar in the warehouse, in the coven, in the cedarwood coven, and I put in aging. And every 4 months since we make that cigar, I taste every 4 months to find the perfect time of consumption. And right now we find it. And we have just 50 boxes with 50 cigars, the Reserva 2020. It's the perfect time of consumption for that cigar. And this is a very special release for PCA.
Awesome. Yeah, that's super exciting. It's always cool seeing the companies kind of come out with those, like you said, original blends, but aged in their own factory, and to see the difference. Because I'm sure there's also, people who are trying it out brand new and then being like, oh, I wonder what it is like aged. And then they'll try it aged and maybe want to buy a couple boxes themselves and do that aging process themselves. What is the price point on the all those new cigars?
Well, for our portfolio, we have cigars between $15 to $20. This is a MSRP, so you can find between that prices everything. The Reserva 2020, the Soldadera edition, the Revolucionario, the Carrier edition. Yes.
Awesome. And for all the new releases, are those already on shelves, or are we expecting them to be shipped out in a couple months?
Well, just the Reserva 2020, we're waiting the boxes. So the cigars, of course, are done. But the boxes, we're waiting for the boxes. Maybe in 2 months, we have all the production to the stores. And right now, I'm working in other new cigar for the Revolutionary Edition, because Soldadera Edition have 3 cigars. Carrier Edition have 3 cigars, and Revolutionary Edition right now have 2 cigars. So I'm working in the new cigar for Revolutionary Edition, and another new stuff for the end of the year. With a very special barrel aged, because we are from Mexico and I'm barrel and I aging in a very special Mexican spirit barrel. So I cannot tell more, but it's a very special release for the last of the year, and maybe the next year and the next PCA you can see and taste that cigar.
Awesome. That's very exciting. Well, thank you so much, Manolo, for taking the time to talk to us today.
No, thank you.
And make sure to go back to smokingtobacco.com to check out all the PCA coverage for 2023, brought to you by Drew Estate, the rebirth of cigars.